Hello and good morning from Animal Kingdom. I have been to Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios recently. It's been a little bit since I've been to Animal Kingdom, but what I'm here to do today, it's going to be very different from videos that I've been making recently. I'm going to be doing another challenge, and I'm going to be using the game Hungry Hungry Hippos appropriately to Animal Kingdom to determine what I do in the park today. Alright, so I took them out of the box, and as you can see, there's a bunch of these little red balls and then one little yellow ball. And what I'm going to do is attribute each one of these hippos to a particular ride, to some sort of a show, to a food, anything that I can do in the park today. And essentially whichever hippo gets that little yellow ball is going to determine what I do at Animal Kingdom today. And I have my little tripod here to hopefully help me out with this. Right over there's the entrance to Animal Kingdom, and I'm over by the Rainforest Cafe, and this is where I'm going to be doing my first little experiment to see if this works today, because I want to have some breakfast and I have about an hour to do so. Okay, so I'm going to shake this up so it's a little bit more fair, but this orange hippo is going to be Yak and Yeti, and then this green hippo is going to be Pongu Pongu. So whichever one gets the little yellow ball is going to determine where I eat breakfast. Are you ready? Let's go. Oh my god. Oh, I think the orange one got it. Yep. So there was the orange hippos decided my breakfast. I am going to be having breakfast at Yak and Yeti, all the way back in Asia, so I need to go ahead and head inside the park. It's pretty cool because a lot of the more fun challenge ideas, the more whimsical ones, are just me walking into a dollar store or a Five Below and just seeing some sort of a toy or a game, and then just trying to think about how I can utilize that in some sort of a way at a theme park. So this is sort of where I need to make the decision in terms of what I actually anticipate my hippos deciding for me to do today. Do they just need to make the general decision, or the more insignificant minor decisions, like am I going to get a breakfast muffin or a breakfast bowl? I think I will have it decide literally everything that I do today. Anything that can be a decision, I'll have my hippos decide it. So now it's just a matter of me trying to find a quiet place to play Hungry Hungry Hippos at Animal Kingdom bright and early in the morning. Alright, so I'm over by the Discovery Island trails. By It's Tough to Be a Bug, I think this will be a pretty quiet place to do my hippos. Well, or so I thought. This trail is currently under refurbishment and provides no exit. Oh, that's a little bit sad. I think I'll still do it somewhere over here though. Alright, so I don't have too much time, and everyone from It's Tough to Be a Bug is probably looking at me as they go through the queue. So this is going to be the breakfast bowl, and this is going to be the breakfast muffin. Alright, you ready? The breakfast bowl got it. Alright, so I did that right over there. I think I'm going to go and throw away this box because it's sort of awkward and cumbersome, and I'm heading over to Yak and Yeti to get some breakfast. I wish there were more options for breakfast at Animal Kingdom, but to my knowledge, it's only Pongu Pongu and Yak and Yeti, so those are the two that were my sort of choices to make today. So the quick service for Yak and Yeti is right next to the sit-down restaurant for Yak and Yeti, which is just right around the corner over here in Asia. Alright, and I've made it to Asia, and there's the restaurant, or the quick service right there. Alright, so I got my breakfast, which is right here, and now I'm going to find a seat over here behind Drinkwalla. So I found a table in the shade here to enjoy my breakfast, and I've gotten this many times before. This is the breakfast bowl with bacon. So it has scrambled eggs, cheddar cheese, breakfast potatoes, peppered onions with bacon, and then I got some additional breakfast potatoes, hash browns there on the side. There goes Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto. Sounds like they're playing the 50th anniversary song, so I'm going to go up here and play with my hippos. I don't really know what way to say that where it doesn't sound weird, but I think what I'm going to try to decide now is whether I should stay in Asia or head over to Africa. Alright, so to get somewhat creative with doing this on the ledge, so orange is going to be going to Africa, and then green is going to be staying in Asia. Ready? This is harder to do at the moment. Orange got it again. Okay, so I'm going to Africa. Orange keeps winning. Is that suspicious? Alright, so I'm heading towards Africa right now, and I'm trying to decide between a couple activities that I would like to do there. You can see where the Tree of Life trails / the Discovery Island trails are currently inaccessible at the moment. They're doing some construction way over there, but I'm going to try to find a spot in just a moment, probably right behind me actually, the old smoking section, to play with my hippos. Again, I don't know what else to say. So this should be somewhat of a quiet area back over here where I can try to decide what I'm doing in Africa. I am between, I think, taking the train over to Rafiki's Planet Watch, and then also the safari. Alright, so green is going to be Kilimanjaro Safaris, and orange is going to be Rafiki's Planet Watch. Are you ready? Orange won again. I promise that there's not like an orange hippo conspiracy. I've even been alternating sides when I've thought to, so my dominant hand isn't a factor. It just keeps coincidentally winning. But I'm heading over to the train right now to take that over to Rafiki's Planet Watch, and then I'll decide what to do from there. I love all of the waterfalls in this area. There are just so many of them, and it's such a quiet little area now. But yes, so right around the corner, on the other side of the Harambe Market is the Wildlife Express. I would have thought that the Harambe Market would have had breakfast options. It would have been a pretty great place to have some breakfast, but unfortunately not. It sounds like the train just pulled into the station, so... Wait, no, it just left the station. Okay, so I'll just make it onto the next train. So I have a couple ideas of what to do at Rafiki's Planet Watch, both of which I have not done in a while, so this is perfect. And here it is, the Wildlife Express. It should just be a couple-minute ride all the way over to the conservation station in Rafiki's Planet Watch. Alright, so I'm sitting in the very back of the train on my way over to Rafiki's Planet Watch to either interact with some animals or maybe, I don't know, the Animation Academy. Short ride later, we conservation station to Planet Watch. We'll be pulling into the station in just a minute. Alright, so now I need to try to find a quiet place where I can have my hippos decide what I'm doing here in particular. Alright, so the Wildlife Express just departed and I'm heading over to Rafiki's Planet Watch, where I'll be using my hungry hippos to decide whether or not I'm doing the Animation Academy, drawing experience, or the affection section to pet some animals. It's a little bit of a walk, but I've almost made it to Rafiki's Planet Watch. And honestly, I'm okay with doing either of those choices, so I'm excited to be here nonetheless. Alright, so it's called the Animation Experience, not the Animation Academy. And that is inside, and then the affection section's right back there. Alright, so I think I'm going to use my hungry hippos right here to decide if I'm staying outside and interacting with some animals or going inside to do the Animation Experience. Alright, so I have my hippos. Green hippo is going to be Animation Experience, and then orange hippo is going to be affection section. You ready? Orange hippo got it again. This probably works out because the next Animation Experience isn't for another half hour, so I can just enjoy my time in here. So I'm inside the affection section, and I got a brush here that I might use to maybe pet a little animal, a goat. There's some very intricate little toys in here, aren't there? There's some goats and sheep over here, just sort of enjoying the shade. There aren't a lot that are very accessible for petting at the moment. There's so many different animals all around that are very popular. There's a pig right over there, as well as over here, and then of course the sheep and the goats that I just showed, and then a cattle. This pig is just taking a snooze at the moment. That is adorable. The pig was right over there, and I'm going to give these goats just a little gentle affection as well. There we go. And then way over here is this pig who is just relaxing in the sun. I'm trying to be as gentle as possible. Okay. That was more or less me exploring the affection section. There's some more goats, I think, over here in this enclosure. And then the cattle back over there, which got pretty close to the fence just a minute ago. And I missed my chance to give it a little pet. Alright, now it's time to wash my hands thoroughly after visiting the affection section and then deciding where I'm going from here. Whoops, I'm gonna pull it. Alright, so the Animation Experience starts in just a few minutes, so I'm going to take out my hippos and see if I should do that or head back over to the train, I think. Alright, so orange hippo is going to be heading back to the train. Green hippo is going to be Animation Academy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Green hippo finally won. I'm doing the Animation Academy. I just did that way over there in the corner, and now I'm heading inside. Alright, so I have my paper and my pencil that I picked up, and it sounds like we are drawing Pumbaa. Okay, so we are starting to draw Pumbaa. And we're starting with the nose, utilizing these guidelines. Okay, so we draw the nose here, and we're starting to work on the tusks, I think. Alright, now we are working on the eyes at the moment. We've done the tusks and the mouth. And there's a little tooth. Alright, so we're doing his ears and his hair at the moment, so we're getting pretty close, but just gotta start darkening this. Alright, so I'm all done with the Animation Experience here at the conservation station. That was so much fun, and I still need to, I don't know, darken my drawing a little bit. Alright, now for the reveal of my Pumbaa. There he is. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? And I'm heading over here to these tiny little benches, these little picnic tables, so I can decide where I'm going next. My Pumbaa ended up a little bit more egg-shaped than I intended, but I still think he looks pretty good. And I have my hippos right here. So the challenge with this is I try to make sure all of the balls are in there. I have to flick these to try to get all the balls, but they generally end up getting like caught underneath the hippos. I don't know, I just want to make sure all the balls are there, so it's just the most reasonable variables possible to make sure that that little yellow ball is fairly distributed between these hippos. All right, so I'm at the point where I would either like to get a snack or explore a trail. So green hippo is going to be getting a snack, and then orange hippo is going to be exploring a trail. Are you ready? All right, green hippo got it. I am getting a snack. All right, so the train just got here right as I made it to the station, so I'm heading back to the main part of Animal Kingdom. All right, I'm going away from the station in the very back car again, which is pretty nice.
Until the train comes to a complete stop, and please be sure to watch your children as you exit. So well.
All right, so the train has made it back to Harambe, and that's where I'm considering going to get some sort of a sweet. I just bonked my head, but I'll see where my hippos send me. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm going to ask first if I should stay in Africa to get a treats or head over to Pandora to get a treats and maybe get some famous sausages. All right, so orange hippo is going to be staying in Africa to get a treat, and then green hippo is going to be going to Pandora to get a treat. And I'm trying to shake them up a lot, and here we go. Okay, orange hippo got it. So I'm staying in Africa. I couldn't see for a second. It's hard to do this. So I used my hippos back over there, and my two options that I'm considering are either Zuri's Sweet Shop, which is sort of right around the corner, or the Harambe Markets, because I think that either of those will be good options for a little snack today. I do want to ride a ride if I can today, so I need to try to figure that as well. So that's Harambe Market, and this is Zuri's Sweet Shop, and I need to find a place to use my hippos again. All right, so I sort of changed my mind. I looked at the menu for Harambe Market, and there are no real sweet slash snack options, so what I'm going to do is either Zuri's Sweet Shop or Tamu Tamu Refreshments on the other side of Africa. So I'm going to be consulting my hippos over here, I think, in Harambe Market, just so I can have sort of an even terrain in order to play this, even though it seems pretty busy over here right now. All right, I am sitting at a table right now. Green hippo is going to be Tamu Tamu, and then orange hippo is going to be Zuri's Sweets. Are you ready? Green hippo got it. I am going to Tamu Tamu. No. Yes. Wait. Which one was which? All right, so I checked what I said in the video, and I am going to Tamu Tamu, which is conveniently right here. So there are actually a lot of different options here. So what I'm going to do is get creative. I'm going to use my hippos to determine which one of these 9 different options I'm going to get. All right, so what I'm going to do, I came over to the seating area over here, and I'm going to take my hippos. There are 10 different balls in here. So what I plan on doing is that whichever hippo gets the golden ball, counting that ball with all of the other balls, will be a number from 1 to 10, and that is the number that I'm going to associate with whatever I'm going to be getting from Tamu Tamu. Is that too complicated? I don't think so. All right, let's see what I'm getting as a snack. So I'm just going to do this until all of the balls are gone. Maybe? I don't know how much I'm shaking the camera right now. Come on! Is this interesting to watch at all? Just this one final, there we go. Okay, wow, that took way too much time. So it looks like I have 8 balls over here, and then the side with the yellow ball, there are only 2. So I'm getting whatever number 2 is on the menu. So number 2 at Tamu Tamu is the Lion's Lair. Dole Whip, pineapple topped with carrot-baked coconut rum, and sour apple. Okay, I'm getting an alcoholic drink. So I came back to a quieter area in the seating section of Tamu Tamu, and there's my Lion's Lair that my hippos told me to get. So that Dole Whip, despite all of the alcohol being at the bottom, was phenomenal. I don't think I've ever had a sour apple alcoholic drink before, and it was delicious. Now I need to decide. I think I'm getting towards the end of my day, so I think amongst my final questions, I think I need to decide if I'm going to be doing a exploration trail or a ride. Probably in my day at Animal Kingdom. All right, so orange hippo is going to be an exploration trail, and green hippo is going to be a ride. Are you ready? All right, I am going on an exploration trail. So there are a couple trails. There's the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, which is pretty much right over there, next to where I am right now, and then there's the Maharaja Jungle Trek. So we will see where my hippos tell me where to go. I don't think I've ever hit these drums before. All right, I'm heading over to Tusker House to, I think, a table over here, probably near the bar, to figure out where I'm going. All right, so I'm heading over to a bench, I think, over here to decide where I'm going today. Is probably my final activity before I head home. All right, so green hippo is going to be Gorilla Falls, and orange hippo is going to be Maharaja Jungle Trek. It's kind of exhausting. It doesn't doesn't happen immediately. Oh my god. Oh, it's the last one. All right, I'm going to Gorilla Falls. So this is so incredibly appropriate because Gorilla Falls is where the hippos are. So Kilimanjaro Safaris is posting a 15-minute wait at the moment, and I'm heading all the way back over there to Gorilla Falls. I find it humorously appropriate that my hippos sort of quarantined me to Africa pretty much during my entire trip today to Animal Kingdom. All right, I'm heading into the exploration trail. Right now it seems pretty quiet at the moment. This is pretty much adjacent to the exit for Kilimanjaro Safaris. And let's see, where am I heading? Where are the hippos? I think they're over by the gorillas. I've definitely taken this trail a lot more recently than I have before. Just a newfound appreciation of these parts of Animal Kingdom, this trail in particular, and then the Maharaja Jungle Trek. This is a little bit interesting. They've put up a rope here. This is sort of a fork in the path where you can go either direction. It's sort of unnecessary, but it's always been a little bit more fun to just go up this way and then go around the corner versus just the regular way. Why is there a rope? It makes me so sad. But I'm heading to this research center. I'm just so excited about the hippos. It's just so funny. My Hungry Hippo game decided what I did today, and I'm ending the day actually visiting the real hippos. Isn't that just ironic? This is sort of the aviary portion of this trail. And the very next animal exhibit are the hippos, which I'm so excited about. Hopefully it's not too incredibly busy, and they appreciate my Hungry Hippos game. Oh jeez, that was embarrassing. Hippos! So I currently do not see any hippos at all at the moment, which is obviously pretty devastating. I've been waiting for a little bit. Usually they sort of swim by at some point. I didn't see them either in the water or over there on the beach. So I did not see any hippos over there, and I'm bypassing the gorillas as well, and I'm heading towards, I guess, back into Harambe. This is still one of my favorite portions of any trail in Animal Kingdom, just this bridge in particular and just how this trail concludes. So it's a little bit hard to see them, but heading into the trail, there are some gorillas right over there. And turning this corner, I will have completed the Gorilla Falls exploration trail loop. That was fun. This is a little bit sad. It looks like Gorilla Falls is currently Gorilla Rock at the moment. All right, so I'm heading to the front of the park. Right now, I was here a lot longer than I anticipated today, but I had such a good time in mostly Africa, apparently. All right, so I'm heading out of Harambe right now. This is an incredible view of the bridge, or from the bridge of Expedition Everest, as well as right over here of the Festival of the Lion King Theater. Tree of Life Garden is also closed way over there, and my battery's about to die, so I'm probably going to have to switch over to my phone to end the video over by the Tree of Life. Actually, it's a little bit busy over here by the Tree of Life, so I'm going to end the video way out there in like a little secluded spot by the entrance. So I'm so surprised that this ended up being one of the more successful challenges I think I've ever done at a theme park in terms of this kind of challenge. All right, so I'm gonna go and end my video over here. It's a quiet little secluded area that's just never used for anything. So this camera is about to die. So what I'm going to do is go over here to this camera. It literally just died. That was my day at Animal Kingdom. I spent about 5 hours in the park. I didn't even ride any rides. I just used Hungry Hippos to determine my day at Animal Kingdom, which seems just so, I don't know, immature almost, but these are just like the fun, whimsical challenges that I get really excited about. A lot of people use Siri or Instagram followers to determine their day at Disney World, but I like to use, apparently, Hungry Hippos and Magic 8 Balls to determine my day and what I end up doing, and this really worked out surprisingly very well. Just having there be a choice between just two alternative options and just using Hungry Hippos to decide which one that I did. I considered doing this like with Brennan. I thought that would be like the most reasonable way to do this, like actually doing it with somebody else, but I think it ended up working out, just me doing it sort of by myself. It almost made it even more of a challenge because it was just choices that I chose, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't like we were choosing between alternative options that we both, you know, subjectively wanted to do. I don't know, it just made it more fun and random, and I'm glad that I got to do it. That was my day at Animal Kingdom. I had an incredible time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Have a great day, and goodbye.